Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once a week show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Western and Vedic astrologer, as well as a tarot reader. Thank you for coming.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tanys Coughlan with Twillow Lifestyle Community, and I am a Reiki master, intuitive healer, a channel, and a Celtic Shamanic high priestess. And I'm looking forward to spending the hour with you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Renata of Readings by Renata. I'm a medical intuitive as well as a psychic medium. I am so glad to see you guys here. We love sharing your energy. We love being able to serve you like this. And this is basically our favorite time of the week that we look forward to. Thanks for being here.
Okay, if you're just joining us, we are here giving live readings, and shout out to Gleneef. Hello, good to see you too. Jennifer and Jane, and Sonic Boom is visiting us from Twitch. Feel free to ask your questions, and we're just glad that you're here. So we always start the show off with a bit of a collective mini reading. And I like to start off with the astrological energies that are going on in the moment. And today we have a really interesting one because Venus just got out of a war with Saturn. Previously, Venus was in a war with Mars. So Venus has not had it easy. So if you have any planets in Taurus or in Libra, you've been really feeling this energy, and my ascendant's in Taurus, basically. So it's been an interesting ride. So basically, today, Venus is entering the sign of Aquarius in Vedic astrology. So Venus in Aquarius is basically achieved after giving up the material life in past incarnations for a more sattvic or pure way of being. So right now, Venus can provide for you spiritually. Okay, usually Venus likes to provide on a more material level, and of course that's always possible, but in Aquarius, it's all about spiritual goals and transformation. So right now you can be gifted the wisdom to guide and help others on their spiritual journey, especially if you have Venus in Aquarius, because this will be activated. It's called your Venus return. So basically what you've learned is that true bliss comes from within. And that in sublimating your ego during this time, you are going to allow the lotus, or that beautiful soul within you, to seek to basically bloom and shine for the benefit of the collective. So the best way to use this energy is to involve yourself in a humanitarian cause that you care about. It could be anything from an animal shelter to a place that serves food for people that are in need. It could be anything that kind of strikes your heart. I have a friend who actually she does tarot cards at animal shelters, and all of her proceeds go toward raising food for the animals. So that's a great way to kind of get things. I have another friend who knits, and her proceeds go to a favorite philanthropy that she goes to. So anyways, it's just a good time of the year to focus your heart on the collective and using your own beautiful and unique spiritual gifts to give back. I hope that was helpful. Love you guys.
Awesome. That's wonderful. So yeah, that kind of goes with what I've got. I have that we're like embarking on an adventure. My camera's not going to focus in, but there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. I savor the wonders of the world. So that one speaks to the fact that we're in a transition period right now. And this one definitely followed that up. So this is, I will give you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Okay, so we're embarking on an adventure that is going to create some changes in our lives, but they are for the best. And whenever Michael comes in and offers that assistance, he can only offer it if we ask him for help. Okay, so if you're going through some of those transitions and you're really looking for some courage or some support in that, asking Archangel Michael for that help is really going to help. Okay. And the next one, again, was about transition. So renewing your life. So getting rid of clutter. Okay. So that can be anything from energetic clutter to physical clutter to spiritual clutter to friends to relationships to all that stuff too. So just clutter in general. Okay. So when we get rid of that and we ask the angels
in general.
Now that you ask the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So that's just a reminder to make sure that you're asking for that assistance, because they do require us to ask. We have free will. And so in order for them to help out, we have to ask for that. And that's what is going to help us to make our dreams come true. Okay, so we're manifesting some big changes by the fall. And so it started now. So we're going through this big transition period over the next few months. And so the manifesting our dreams is coming. They're recommending you spend some time alone, meditating, right? Spend some time in nature, about your intention and thinking about your desires. And the angels will help you to gain a more positive perspective. So the recommendation with some changes is sometimes we get caught in the past. And so this card is really about contemplating where you are right now. So it's not about looking forward to the future or looking in the past. It's about being right where you are right now and asking for that guidance in meditation. Okay. And that's what's going to help you to soar into joy. Okay. Childlike wonder fills my life. So we are going to be flying high in a little while. Right now, we're going through some big transitions, lots of ups and downs happening in the last couple of weeks. We've had a portal that's been about a 10-day portal. We're still in a couple of days before the end of that. And once that's done, then we're going to start to feel a little bit better. And I think we have a transition, right, Michelle, in April that's going to help to shift some of those things. So, all of that is all kind of coming our way. But by the fall, things are looking a little better. So meditate, self-care, ask the angels for help. That's my advice.
Beautiful, Tanys. Yeah, I feel like, and part of those changes are going to have to do with the pandemic as well, is what I'm getting. My reading and my feeling on it was when we did this months ago, and I think we were asked about it, but we also just were curious ourselves, was that like going into the summer and moving out of the summer, that's going to be kind of like after that, it's not really going to affect us nearly in the same way as it has been, thankfully. And so that's going to be part of the transition, what I'm picking up on anyway. I only pulled 3 cards because I don't want to take up the whole show. But the first card that I got is this Earth Star chakra. Okay, so and it says initiation on there. So to me, this speaks to the fact that we are moving through this transitional time. It's been initiated already, but I feel like there are kind of onion layers to it, right? So we've had several different layers of initiation. And right now, our planet is also going through a number of different changes. So it's our energy, it's the planet's energy. There are light beings that are connected to us who are also going through a transitional period. And so we're all kind of feeling it. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having the worst allergy day. So we just talked about it before we started the show. And it's just part of kind of what shows up when there are these big major energetic shifts. Okay, I got this Soul Star activation card, which I believe I've drawn before for the collective reading. Fulfilling soul contract, remembering who you are. So I feel like a lot of this time period is about us connecting back into our past. And if you really think about it, it's like the infinity symbol or the circle. There isn't really a beginning or an end. We're all kind of connected to our past lives and parallel universes and so on and so forth. That's all part of who we are right now. And quantum theory posits that everything's happening simultaneously. Excuse me, I am getting terrible allergies as I am speaking. But quantum theory talks about, time, the way we perceive it is not actually how it happens. It all happens everything happens simultaneously, essentially, but we just do not perceive it in that way. But my point is everything is connected and everything's sort of, happening all at once. And sometimes it can be really overwhelming in our human bodies. So we kind of have to strap in and hang in there for a little while. And once we go through that period, this is what we're going to have as a period of harmony. I don't think there is such thing as perfect balance. We may strive to achieve that, but we are moving toward a time of harmony, and I think it is going to take some time for us to get there. But I think more and more human beings are kind of fed up with war, fed up with suffering, and we're just generally, as human and energetic beings, we're moving more toward a state of harmony. We're finding ourselves craving it a lot more, being aware of it a lot more. And so it's actually a wonderful thing to see, and it will take some time for this to manifest its results. But that's all I have for you guys.
Okay, great. Thank you, Renata. And Amy agrees with you. Definitely how I feel. Everything hitting at once, LOL. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of astrological energies too, Amy. So, it's quite. Yeah, I've been so busy on my social media because it's like, how many of these transits am I going to have to do this month? It's just so much, It's yeah. Okay, so we do have a tipper. So our first question is from Gleneef, and she says, "Hello, ladies. I'm so happy to see you all. We're happy to see you too, Gleneef. Hi. Unfortunately, I am so stressed out. My job has been letting go of employees abruptly, and I would love to know what my career looks like with this company, which I love right now, by the way." And she goes on to say she's freaking out a little. Okay, well, if I loved the place I worked, I'd be a little upset too, especially about being laid off. But let's see. I got the South Node, which is a no card for the layoff. So I think you're going to be okay. I think that. So I just pulled that really quickly as a yes or no. But the main card that I got from you from Whispers of Ganesha is the Innocence card. Okay. So what this is telling me is that you're being offered an opportunity. You're going to, if you approach the situation at work with a renewed peace of mind, because you're going to have to kind of work through some of your emotions on this. If you're making the changes in your job situation, it's best if you take on the curiosity of a child as you move into this energy. Okay. I know that sounds a little weird, but it basically means that you are letting go of preconceived ideas that have developed over time in your mind, and you're allowing your heart to be centered and in a place of peace. So taking your mind and your intellect out of it and listening to your heart, your desires, the passion that comes from the deepest part of your soul. And every day your guides are telling me call upon them, and they can kind of renew your mind and refresh your thinking when it comes to work stuff, because this has been really stressful. I know you love your job, but they're telling me that it's been stressing you out. Okay. With their assistance, they say that they can help you contemplate each situation that you encounter and that comes your way. Okay. You're not alone when you're going through some of these more emotional upheavals at work is what I'm getting. So ask spirit to support you. Okay. You're not alone. Ask for their support. Pray to them for freedom from fear, from worry, and from unhealthy obsessions that might kind of control your heart, your thoughts, and harm your soul, and be accountable for your decisions and their results. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from your guides. And then I asked for a little bit deeper of a reading, and I got the Mermaid from the Wild Goddess Oracle. And it says, look below the surface of your emotional reactions and know what's really going on, for things are not always what they seem. So you might not be seeing the situation at work completely in a very clear way. So go a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper. And I think your guides can provide answers when it comes to those everyday little decisions that are being made. And then I got a really cool card, because this is what you're stepping into. I got the Witch. Okay. So you have be aware.
That's witch with a W, folks. Witch.
Oh, geez. Did that come out wrong?
I'm just clarifying, just to be sure.
Okay, WITCH, witch. Okay. So be aware of your influence, your power to create, preserve, or destroy. Okay, that's the kind of triad. And powerful women are often misunderstood. So you are stepping into your power. You're stepping into a new side of yourself, which is kind of exciting. And I think that your guides are really going to help you with this transition. And then for some self-care advice, I have Sync with the Moon. This is very witchy. Witchy. Okay. And when you pay attention to the moon cycles, you can find an astrologer and just kind of follow their page. I have one. I keep track of the moon. I keep track of all the planets, and keep track of the cycles of the moon, because your guides are telling me you're a very emotional, giving, empathic person, and that paying attention to the cycles of the moon and what that mean for you can kind of help you prepare for the situations that are coming your way. So there's not an emotional upheaval. Like, this is going to be a great day. You can expect great things. This is going to be an emotional upheaval that may be a little much. You're prepared for it. You've got your resolve going. Okay. So paying attention to astrology can really help ground you. All right. And then I got spend some alone time. Go down by the beach, walk by the water or lake or creek. I'm getting that water is an important element for you. Okay. Also carry crystals with you on your walk. Tanys, I know, can recommend a few to you, especially for courage. I like citrine personally because I have some solar plexus issues. But there's a lot more that you can incorporate.
Carnelian would be good for that too.
Carnelian. Yes. Carnelian's an awesome stone too. So
a combination of the two would be great.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to pass you on to Tanys, and I hope you just have an awesome week, and I hope you're less stressed.
Hi, Gleneve. Good to see you back. So I do have, for me, I did get some change coming in, but Michelle mentioned the change in kind of like your paradigms, your thinking paradigms. And I do feel that that's kind of what it is. If it's not that, it's going to be positive. Because I've got travel, busy, good fortune, learning, new ideas. So it may be like a switch within your department. Like I feel almost like there's going to be like the job that you're doing is going to pivot a little bit with some of these changes. Because I did get a renewing your life as well. So I feel as though there's going to be a bit of a pivot within your job. But it's going to bring you more balance, actually, and progress, peace, connections. Okay. So I think that over the next, and this one's 2 years on the bottom there, I think that over the next 2 years, you're going to be working towards more balance in that area of your life. Okay. And to do that, they're really recommending you step into stillness. My peace is born in the majesty of stillness. And big moon here. The moon is coming up not only for the witchy part of things, which, by the way, hi, fellow witch. This is also about intuition. The moon is often a symbol for intuition. It's like what's hidden. So seeing what's hidden. So, really tune into that psychic part of yourself, that gut instinct that you have, because you know way more than you think you do in this situation. Okay. They are saying that there may be some healing from the past that comes up. And I feel like that's going to happen with some of this upheaval. You're going to have stuff come up for you. So I'm just, stand firm is the next one. I would say just stand firm in your knowing that is just energy, and you're going to let it pass through you. Okay. So yes, there'll be some triggers in all of this, but really you're okay. Stand firm. You're at the top of that little hill there, right? You've got the flag and all that light behind you. All right. And just know to follow your bliss, right? We got a tutu on this one again, ladies. So follow your bliss and be you. Okay. And there's music there. I'm really seeing like you dancing around. I think that's going to be a stress reliever for you. So stepping into dancing and listening to the solfeggio frequency music, probably that's not so dancey music, but maybe do a little bit of each, because I feel like the movement would be really helpful. And don't be afraid to be creative. Like if you are an artist, please do practice your art, whether it's music, whether it's painting, whether it's, I'm actually seeing drawing. Please do tap into that right now, because that is going to be a good outlet for you. Okay. It's going to help you to release some of that stuff, and don't be afraid to ask for support. Okay. It is there. So not just from your angels, but also from your friends and family, asking them to support you through this, because you do have this past healing, the earlier life healing. So ask them to support you through that piece, because that's going to help you to get through whatever this sort of pivot is that you're going to be going through at work. Although I don't feel that you're going to lose your job. Like I said, I feel like it's more of a pivot in position. Does that make sense? And watch your nutrition while you're doing that, please. Okay. Make sure you're still eating well. Hope that's helpful.
Boy, that's a lot of excellent advice, Tanys. Okay. Hi, Gleneef. So before I even go to my cards, just intuitively, I feel like your question is coming from like a place of fear. You are looking for reassurance or like a guarantee so that you feel safe. But what I'm getting from your guides, especially, is that you need to find safety in yourself. You can't look for safety in a guaranteed external outcome, if that makes sense, right? Like you have to find the safety within you, and you do that by centering yourself and grounding and knowing that you can handle whatever changes may come your way by taking it one step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's kind of like my rule of thumb is when I have a whole bunch of stuff coming at me, I just like prioritize and I take it one thing at a time, because we can't handle everything at once. Not in our human bodies and lives, because we're kind of limited in that way. Not our souls, but our human bodies. So that's what I'm getting coming through. Okay. Now, you are going through a whole bunch of stuff right now. And the first card that I got for you is this Stargate Heart card. And it says heart chakra opening, unlocking, generosity. Now, I feel like you are already a generous person, but this is in regards to you being generous with yourself. So your heart chakra, it's not that it's closed, but I feel like you have some difficulty receiving. Like you give pretty freely, but receiving is a little bit of a different thing. So this is calling on you to open yourself up to receiving. Let me see which card I wanted to pull for you next. You are being reminded that you are surrounded by prosperity. So don't forget that. Opportunities and prosperity, basically everywhere you look. You always have opportunities coming your way. So you do not need to feel like you have to cling to this one particular position because there aren't any others out there. That's just not true. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So there's lots available out there for you. And I agree with Tanys. I feel like if there are changes that are coming up, they are, first of all, they're meant to happen. They're not just like some accidental thing that happens. That's one. And two, they are happening for your highest good. So even if there is going to be a shift within your job situation, you're going to end up much better off, is what I'm getting. And to confirm this, I also got this. You're protected by angels. Okay, you have angels watching over you, and like Tanys has talked about, please feel free to call them in. Connect with them, ask them to come in, ask them to help you. I did also get this mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. And I think that this is kind of a twofold message. One is that I think you have some intuitive gifts within you. I think you have some healing gifts. That's one. And two, you're also capable of healing yourself. All right. So again, I'm getting a message of you, like Tanys was saying, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're capable of handling a lot more than you think you are. And you're capable of facing these changes as they come. If you ground yourself and if you center yourself, then nothing can really knock you down, if that makes sense. Okay. I did get this merging with a divine card from my Lemurian deck, and I think that this is just Soul Star Chakra. It's really about you kind of stepping into some of those intuitive gifts and connecting to light beings a little bit more and connecting to those angelic beings as well. So you are experiencing some really interesting shifts right now, and it does feel tumultuous, like I've talked about many times. That is what happens. However, keep moving through, and this is where you are going to end up. Peace. Okay. But you are also being reminded, and it's interesting that on this card it says open your heart, which again, I feel like your heart is open, but there are certain blocks there, right? So this is about opening yourself up to your own inner peace and finding that inner peace within yourself rather than externally. So right now you have the perfect opportunity to practice that, because these external changes, which are completely outside of your control, are kind of knocking you off balance, right? And all of our objective really is to learn how to center ourselves so that we are not so deeply affected by these outside factors. Okay, Gleneef, I hope that was helpful.
There we go. My computer's a little laggy today.
Yeah, things are a little weird today, and I'm like, I can barely talk.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Gleneef. We hope that was helpful, and thank you for tipping. And just to let everybody know, the reason why certain people are getting ahead in line for questions is because they're tipping, and tips get priority. Well, there it is. We're there. So that's how the show works. But we appreciate all of your energy today. Hey, Ramsey, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Ramsey.
I saw you and Tanys on the other day. You guys are awesome.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's see. Our next question is from Rachel, who tipped. Let's find your question, Miss Rachel. Hi, ladies. I would love a reading. Thanks. You are so welcome. Okay, so I pulled some cards for you, Rachel. And the first card I got from the Wild Goddess Oracle is the Protector. Okay, and you can see in the card, yes, it is. It's a beautiful goddess, and she's pulling back the night sky behind her, the veil, and in front of her is a mask. You see the mask there? So I'm getting, take off the mask when you're meeting new people in your new environment. Don't show them that mask. Show them you. Be authentic. Be real. Okay. And then that's going to help you surround yourself with people who truly lift the real you. Okay. Also choose to be around people who believe in your vision and your purpose. So you're in a new environment. So don't try to mask certain qualities of yourself because there's some kind of fear of not being accepted. This will help. I'm getting like a vision of a strainer. So, and then there's like gold left in the strainer. So what this is helping you do is it's helping you strain out like the more negative personalities and just people that aren't really serving your best purpose or interests and allowing you to shine and be the real you, because what's left in the strainer is gold. Okay. So take off the mask, allow people to see and experience the real you. And you're really going to attract some people that are going to lift you up for who you are and really support this new exciting journey that you're on, because the second card I got was, speaking of exciting journeys, the 9th house. See the weather balloons there? That's an adventure, my dear, and you are just starting. It's going to expand your horizons. It's going to open up a lot of doors for you. You're going to learn philosophies that you've never even heard of before that are going to bring energies through your mind, your soul, and your body in a way that's not only going to heal others, but it's going to heal you at an exponential level. So I'm really excited for this expansion in your life. And, the 9th house is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's the guru. So you're learning a lot right now so that you can be a teacher and a healer for others, because it's also Chiron in Western astrology, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So you're going to be able to take a lot of the things that you learn in this new expansive practice and heal the world. So I'm really excited about that. And I also got the 3rd house. So communicate clearly with those around you. Okay. Don't be afraid to use your voice when jumping into this new environment. I know it's a little difficult when you're feel kind of like a fish out of water when you enter a new place, a new town. And what Spirit is telling me is share your ideas, share your personality, start connecting with people via numerous ways of communication. Like here you see like a phone and a quill. Now we've moved on to Zoom and other things. Bamante made this in 1987. So we've moved on from the phone and the quill. But what your guides are saying is, get online and maybe find a group or, something of interest in your area that you can use to connect and find your tribe. Okay. And then I got a really positive card. I got the Queen of Earth. This is very good for you as far as being grounded. And this also represents the Queen of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. You're bringing out the more thoughtful, creative, warm and sensitive side of yourself through this. And she's a very powerful, look at this. She's literally manifesting a pot of gold there. And that's not just material gold, that's spiritual gold. So the classes that you're taking right now, the things that you're learning are spiritual gold. Okay. So it also says to take a sensible approach and a more grounded approach with how you're moving through this energy. And deal with the challenges that come your way in a kind and understanding way. Okay. And then I went to my self-care oracle because I always like to do a little checkup, and I got the health checkup card. So I know you mentioned that you were getting a few procedures done a few weeks ago. Just, make sure you don't miss any appointments. Go see the doctor if you notice anything is kind of off. It's always good to kind of be on top of things. Okay. And to follow up. And then I got make a very healthy meal. You notice that she's got a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that here. Spend your time trying to find really good organic produce in your area, and make yourself at least one really good wholesome meal a day. If you don't have time during the week to do this, make it on the weekend, freeze it, and then heat it up like on a skillet or whatever when you come home. Okay, but I got that homemade meals with really good organic vegetables and grains and things are really going to kind of help with your anxiety and make you feel a little more grounded, so you can step into that amazing queen of earth energy. And the queen of earth is a little bit like the protector too here. So I really love the energies that are coming your way, and I'm excited for you. And I know Tanys and Renata have a lot more to say.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Rachel. Great to see you again. So we have planting seeds. So you've been planting seeds for a new way of going forward. So know that is noted, and that you actually have been planting seeds with relationships as well, in terms of coming friendships and stuff. But there's also an aspect that needs to spend some time alone. Okay, so spend some time alone, nature, meditating about your dreams and intentions. Ask the angels to help you to gain a positive perspective. Okay, they're really encouraging you to look a little deeper, because there's some hidden gems there that you're missing. And I think that's maybe where some of your anxiety is coming in. You don't see the hidden gems, but they are there. So know that you do have it within yourself to do what you need to do. Okay, they're just hidden. So look deeper into that, okay? And in order to do that, they're really saying, like, savor the pleasure in life, right? Be really, have that bubble bath, have dessert first, do have that piece of chocolate. I mean, not a whole, truck full, but have a piece, right? Do what you need to do to really savor pleasure, smell the roses, buy yourself flowers, really take the time to do the self-care and step into that. She had chocolate cake for lunch. That's awesome. Okay, so really enjoy the cake. So, when you have something like that, instead of we just scarf it down, like really take it and savor it. That's what they're really recommending, okay? Because really what that's going to do is really just going to build up your personal power. And you're going to be stepping into your power. So all those seeds that you have planted are going to be coming to fruition. Okay. You're going to step into your power. You're just in this time right now where you can't see the seeds. When you plant seeds and they're in there and they're germinating, but you can't see it. And so you get a little anxious that maybe it didn't work. Yeah. That's kind of where you're at right now. Okay. So just savor and really do the self-care, because that's really going to help you to come into that power. Now, I really felt like drawn to pick crystal cards for you. So there's two crystals that came up. One of them is blue kyanite. Okay. And it's all about your throat chakra. And it says on here, have you been feeling off kilter? Are you confused? Does life seem chaotic? Consciously align your chakras. Focus your intention on balance. As you regain your center, you can connect with higher wisdom. Use your intuition as a daily part of your life. Okay, so really stepping into that, and blue kyanite is throat chakra, really making sure that you're able to express yourself. And then this is the one that goes with that coming into power. We have citrine. Okay, so really acknowledge your magnificence, right? Really looking at those hidden gems. It's just confirming that piece. Okay, so working with those two crystals this week, I think might help you as well in order to reduce some of that chaos. Okay, hope that's helpful, Rachel. Thanks. Oh, perfect. She's wearing citrine. Excellent.
And she also says, yeah, I'm totally scared shitless. That's actually a good sign, believe it or not. Being scared shitless means you're on your way, or you're already stepping into, the things that we're really meant to step into are the things that tend to scare us the most also, because it's really stepping into our power. And for a lot of us, that's a frightening thing, because we're afraid to shine our own light, and we're afraid to be fully ourselves, because we don't want to make others feel less than. So for a lot of us, it's a really frightening prospect. All right, but actually, believe it or not, it's a good sign. So I'm not saying that you should feel that way all the time, but when you're going through transition, sometimes that can actually be a good kind of arrow pointing you in the right direction. Oh, and by the way, I tuned in, especially after Michelle pulled that health card, just to see what's going on with you. And I think that, and I don't know if you're aware, maybe it's like silent reflux, but I think like your esophageal area I'm getting is problematic, and I think it's connected to your anxiety. So, and also the solar plexus, like Tanys was talking about, some of that area, you need to work on that a little bit, because that's part of what's responsible for you feeling like you can't, like you can't kind of ground yourself, because you need to kind of beef up that area. That area needs a little bit more energy. So when you do your meditation, work on that area, okay? And you're going to feel a lot more centered. Now, as far as your cards go, I don't know if you can see this, but I got this Seraphim's Gateway, and voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. I don't know if you can see, because it's actually, there's so much light in this card. And by the way, I am once again experiencing my allergies, excuse me. But this is a really beautiful card. And this is about you connecting to those light beings again. And we've had these kinds of cards for you. I think we've drawn these kinds of cards for you many times. So they're definitely around. They are definitely trying to connect to you. Keep yourself open. You are meant to make that connection. I also got this Pleiadian activation card. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So you are on your way to resolve, I think, a lot of the conflict you've been experiencing, but it will take some time. I'm seeing a couple of years, at least. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to really put in the time. But you are moving through that tunnel that feels dark. You are moving through it. Even it's like Tanys was saying, like when seeds are underground and you can't see what's actually happening beneath the soil, it feels like nothing is happening. And you're wondering, okay, what's going on? But things are shifting. They are definitely moving. Oh, I love this card for you. I got creativity seize the day. So you're being called to step even further into your creativity. And I know that you have a creative streak. Obviously, you're artistic. So you are being called to do that even more so, and to really just take advantage. When you have free time, take advantage and really enjoy. Like Tanys was talking about, a lot of this is about enjoying the journey. Not because you're so focused on the goals all the time and arriving at your destination that you're missing out on the actual journey and on the joy that you could be experiencing while on that journey. This is part of the reason why you are here, is to learn how to enjoy that journey. I also got this freedom. I'm sorry, I do have forgiveness card for you, but I got this freedom card for you. The dragonfly is one of my favorite symbols. When I go through some really major transformations, I suddenly start to see dragonflies all over the place, and like some dragonflies flying around, which I never see except for when I go through those periods of time. It's a really powerful symbol. And so I think your guides are trying to communicate to you how important your sense of freedom is to you and how long you've been denied that sense of freedom. So a lot of what you're going through right now is about you attaining that sense of freedom. So really tune into your gut and see how it feels when you have a question about, should I move here? Should I move there? Should I take this job? Should I take that job? Really try to see how that aligns with your sense of freedom. Okay? Because that is very, very important to you, and you have not really indulged in it at all in this lifetime. Especially being in the military background, it's been the opposite. So your guides are very much wanting me to pass that one on to you, Rachel. Okay. You're also being asked to forgive. And I think a lot of this forgiveness is not just about other people, but yourself. I think you're holding on to a lot of stuff there. And that's probably part of why you're feeling so much discomfort in your solar plexus as well. Because even when Tanys was talking about you eating that chocolate cake, what I was getting coming through is that guilt. Like, you're not letting yourself enjoy. You're just feeling a lot of guilt while you're eating it. Well, I mean, if you're going to indulge, then indulge. Don't beat yourself up, you know? And I totally know and I understand where you're coming from because we've all been there and it takes a lot of work to move out of that space of beating yourself up. But you really have to make it a rule of thumb. That's the only thing that's worked for me. I don't know about you guys, but I really have had to make it a rule of thumb and tune into my inner dialogue and make sure that I do not cut myself down all the time. Because that really, and by the way, on this forgiveness card, it says, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So keep that in mind because in a way, when you're holding on to it, they just fester. And that's, again, connected to some of the health stuff that you've been experiencing. So please look into that and please set like a certain, like either mantra or like particular things to focus on when you're doing your meditations, because you really have to kind of tune into that. And then finally, I got this full moon temple for you. Celebration, peak, transcendent moment. So I feel like this is coming for you. And I really, again, like that moon imagery, like Tanys was talking about. You've got a lot of gifts. You've got a lot of the intuitive stuff coming through. I feel like this is a lot about like connection and peace for you as well. And there's a lot of, it's kind of a floating island. So it's like ethereal. And again, you have that fairy kind of energy connection. So this is all like about you coming home to whom you are, who you're meant to be really. And you're moving through the transition and like so many of us are transitioning. And by the way, as Michelle was talking about the Isle of Wonders, revelation, teaching, discovery, this teaching thing keeps popping up for you, Rachel. I think that it would be a great way for you to step into your power is being a teacher and a guide. And you can do that in any number of ways. You can do that through music. You can do that through your healing abilities. You can do that through your work with animals. I think you'd be wonderful working with children. Maybe you can, one thing that's popping up for me is maybe using animals to visit sick children and helping them recover by bringing maybe Ollie over or that would be really good for you. I think that's what's coming up for me. So I hope that was helpful for you, Rachel.
Oh, I love that. And Ollie's the perfect dog for that because he's so chill.
Yeah, and so cute.
He is. Okay. Well, I just want to do a shout out to, let's see who is here. We've got Lisa. Good to see you, Lisa, and DJ from New Zealand. Welcome, DJ. New here. We appreciate your energy. And Amy, good to see you. And Susan, love you, Susan. She's got the most amazing chart, guys. And of course, Gleneef, we gave you a reading. Thank you for being here. Ramsey, love you. Josephine, so good to see you. Jacqueline, got a few teachers from Twillow Academy here. I love it. Ashish Kumar, welcome. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody.
Thanks for being with us, guys.
Oh, Jennifer Kennedy. Love you. Good to see you, girl. Sonic Boom's new here. Good to see you. And Jane. And Jane is our next question. Jane Kennedy. Okay, Miss Jane. Oh, no, it's Jane. Okay, I was getting too mixed up. Okay. So Jane is asking any guidance on how or where to find a dress for my upcoming wedding on June 4th. Well, first of all, congratulations on your wedding. That is a huge life step. And I'm very excited for you. So the first card I got for you, Jane, was the Queen of Earth. Hello. Look how gorgeous her dress is. It's like this ethereal gold. I'm trying to get it to focus. Let's see. Well, if it would focus, you could kind of see it. But it's like this gorgeous, like gold floor-length gown, which just tells me that you are going to pick something that makes you just absolutely glow and feel empowered and beautiful on your really special day. She's also manifesting money. So that's good for buying a gown. This could also indicate that there might be a few little nicks and challenges at the wedding that kind of come up last minute that you're going to deal with, and just dealing with them sensibly, because you have the attitude to handle those little things. Okay. Then the main card I got for you was personal transformation. When you get married to somebody, you take on their energy. And there's a lot of personal transformation that comes along with that. This is one of my favorite cards because Ganesha's moving the planets. And I'm an astrologer, so. But basically what this is telling me is that your soul is assisting you by creating changes that is now aligning you to your life's purpose. Okay. Now notice the Ganesha, he's pointing his middle and his index fingers like this. They're like, let's see. They're like this. Okay. Now this is called a mudra, and this could be very helpful for you. And he's pointing to the heavens. And what this is encouraging you to do is open yourself to new ideas in the growth of your spirit, because this will bring about transformation and growth. Now, this is known as the Pran, or the life mudra that I just showed you. And this also works on muscular pains. It helps build your self-confidence. It helps with restlessness, because weddings can be really stressful. And if your mind is disturbed, you can get some relief by practicing this mudra. So this is a mudra that I would suggest you start incorporating into your practice if you're comfortable. And I'm also noticing that, he's surrounded by all of the planets here in the universe. And this just shows that the universe is a cosmic machine, and the various energies, or, divine energies described in the Vedas, they're the administrators of this machine. And so what this is telling me is that the planetary influences are a part of your divine karmic mission with this person in your life. You are literally being brought together to fulfill something that is going to bring out the destiny of each of your souls. Okay. There's going to be some new inspiration and purpose in your life. You're going to have a lot of fresh perspectives moving forward. And I'm trying to see if they're telling me anything about a dress. Well, you know how I got the Queen of Pentacles basically before? I got abundance planning for you. So this might be able to kind of help you budget to find the right dress for you. But they're telling me pay attention to your budget and plan to spend a little bit more for your special day. Okay, the money is there. You just have to move some things around. Because the next thing I got was journal. And you're going to have a dream about this dress. Okay. So you're going to have a dream about it, do some abundance planning, and then maybe go online and put some of the different things that you're looking to find in a dress and see what particular designers pop up. And that way you can kind of maybe find a place to go to and find one that works for you. Let's see if I've got anything else here. I'm going to go to my relationship deck because that's what weddings are all about. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. So like I said, this is a karmic soulmate that you're marrying. Prayers and affirmations and visualizations are going to bring you together. But the main thing I'm getting is you need to move some money around to be able to afford the dress, because it's going to be amazing. And journal your dreams when you wake up, and maybe try to come up with a design on your own. Okay. And then come up with some keywords, type them online, and find out which designers are making those particular designs, if that makes any sense. Because I'm getting a bunch of little pieces that you need to put together before you make this decision, because it's a major one. Okay. And that's pretty much all I'm getting. I know that Tanys and Renata have a lot more to contribute. Hope that was helpful, Jane.
Hi, Jane. So when I was tapping into that, I feel as though something in the east. There's something about east, and I don't know whether that's east of where you are, east of the country, but there's something about the east that is going to be incorporated into this dress, or you're going to find it in the East. Okay, that's what I was getting related to the dress. I also got this one actually, and when Michelle was talking about like pieces of the dress, like putting attributes of the dress together, this one was shown to me. So you may want to look at dresses that have some beading or some pearl beading on them. I feel like that's significant in this case. It's going to help to reveal your radiance. Okay. In terms of the other stuff, so I got Archangel Raphael helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. I feel as though there's going to be something around this that you need to heal before going into this. Okay. Because really what they're telling me is you're going to follow your intuition to find this dress. And in order to do that, there's a little bit of healing that has to happen. And it's going to create a little bit of something with somebody else, so that you're going to have to really speak your truth. Because I also got the Amazonite card for you, which is a beautiful stone. And it says, are you holding back something you need to say? The truth about a certain matter needs to be spoken. Honesty is important at this time. Have the courage to speak up with grace. Loving words have the power to heal and improve a situation. So there's this healing piece that needs to happen. And I think, words can be so healing. The Ho'oponopono, I always recommend the Ho'oponopono. So really there's somebody in your life there that you need to sort of do some Ho'oponopono on, or do some forgiveness and gratitude. There we go. Thank you. And so really step into using that Ho'oponopono with this person, because there's some sort of I'm just feeling like someone's rubbing you the wrong way. Like, it's not a big deal, but someone's rubbing you the wrong way. And it's just it's triggering some stuff from the past that you just need to step through. Okay. And then you'll find that you'll be in the flow. Okay. We've got a moon here. You're in the flow. So this really, what this speaks to me is that you're going to be like out driving, and you're just going to be like, I need to go in there. And you're going to go in there, and that's where it's going to be. So really step into your intuition when it comes to this. So if you're out in the East End of town and you're all of a sudden you start feeling like you need to stop at a store, please do so. Okay. And of course we got the launching your journey. So you're launching this new life together. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Okay. So I feel like you're stepping into a new life in your physical life. And I also feel like this is a bit of a spiritual journey as well. Okay. Because then I also got, now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Okay. Enjoy being a student, because the future will synthesize your knowledge into action. So you're in this spiritual learning mode. And so this is really going to help you to create the life that you're going for with this marriage. Okay, so you're going to step into this studying stuff, and hopefully you'll be able to do that together, and you'll be able to move together towards this spiritual journey of yours. Okay, but this is a big start of a big adventure, and I think there'll be pearls involved in your dress. You're going to find it on the east side of town or the east side of the continent, and you will likely really feel strongly about stopping somewhere. That's how you're going to know where to go. Okay, so listen to your intuition. Thanks.
Thank you, Tanys. Okay, hi, Jane. So as the ladies were speaking, well, actually, the first moment that I actually read your question, the first thing that popped into my mind just intuitively was vintage. And I kept getting vintage, vintage, vintage. Vintage lace. And I think the Eastern connection there is that I see there's like a body of water that's nearby. So I think it's like a coastal thing, or it could be like near a river, but I'm getting that it's near water. And I think that the pieces that Michelle was picking up on, you actually are going to be able to incorporate something very personal into the dress. So I think that's what I'm picking up on. The first card that I got, okay, I'm getting chills down my back. So yeah. I just tried to pick some cards that gave me the sense and the look. It's not about the message on them, but just like the look. And I'm getting a lot of gold for you. So this is going to have some gold details, or a lot of gold details, because I keep getting that for you. And I wanted to see if there was any advice, like Tanys was talking about. There are some things that came up. So I got this setting up parameters card for you. Okay. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So stepping into this marriage is going to require, um, I'm sorry, I'm still experiencing my allergies, but it's going to require that you set up boundaries and that you don't allow, your partner to cross over that boundary, and basically do not lose yourself in the process of getting married, because I think that it's so exciting and it's so easy to allow that to happen. And it's so exciting whether or not you were getting married or it's just a new relationship. Sometimes it's easy for us to get lost in it. So this card is reminding me, or reminding you, that you need to keep boundaries up, right? And keep in touch with what your needs are. Keep a balance between your partner's needs and your needs. It's very important. I got this release control card, because some of this feels like you're trying really hard to take care of every last detail and make sure that it's all perfect. And it's really not about that. Yes, day is important. Yes, a wonderful dress is important. But it's really much more about the relationship and about what happens after that day, after your wedding day, right? So don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's not about you having the perfect wedding. I'm sure that you can have the wedding of your dreams if you put the time and the energy into it. But don't forget that what it's really about. I got this ask for help card. Don't try to do everything yourself, because this might be a little too much for one person to handle. Sometimes we bite off more than we can chew. So you're being reminded, please ask for help. Those who are around you and who care about you and who love you would love to support you through this. So it's much better for you to ask for help in the beginning of the process, rather than getting to a point where you're so overwhelmed that you end up kind of, kind of going crazy and going off on the people that you care about. They would much prefer to help you while you're on the journey, rather than watching you kind of, get really overwhelmed. And by the way, romantically, I got the Union of Hearts card. So as Michelle was talking about, this is a very aligned union. This was definitely meant to be. It's a really beautiful image. I like this one a lot. It's kind of like two people who are kind of trees also, and they're coming together, and there's like the sun in the background, and there's a lot of plant life and a lot of flowers there. And so it's a really beautiful card. And also I just wanted to pull a couple more cards that would give me some direction in terms of what this dress looked like. So once again, I got more gold for you. So again, more gold components. And I also see like a vintage jewelry kind of set that you'll be wearing with it. What's that, Michelle? Can't hear you.
Oh, it's a gold dress.
Okay.
She's wearing a gold dress.
Too. Yeah.
She's playing with gold. So
yep. So a lot of gold. We're all getting gold. And then also I got this Dance of the Divine Feminine. And this dress is going to make you feel like you are the belle of the ball. Like you're going to step into it and you're going to really feel like you're stepping into that divine feminine. So yeah, we're getting a lot of gold. We've given you kind of a general location, at least. It's something to really kind of putting on her crown.
I'm seeing something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Well, I did pull a queen, so
there you go, royalty. Yeah, so this is going to be definitely, again, I'm getting vintagey. You're going to be able to incorporate some important things, and you're actually going to be able to ask a seamstress to incorporate some of your personal things into the dress, and so it's going to have a lot of that important energy, meaningful energy that's going to support you through that day and onward. So that's what I'm getting, and I hope that was helpful for you, Jane.
Thanks for joining us, Jane. We hope that was helpful. And thanks for bringing your question in so early. All right. So Sadia, welcome. Shem, happy birthday and welcome. Paula, yes, happy birthday. Paula, welcome.
Birthday.
And let's see. So those are the new people that have joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And just again, we go with people who tip first. It's over there to go opposite. So if you feel like your question is out of turn, we go with tippers first. Okay. So our next question is from Jennifer Kennedy. Jennifer, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Can I ask Spirit, what would Spirit like me to know? Okay, I love that question. Okay, so the first thing I got from the Whispers of Ganesha are energetic movement. Okay, you can see he's dancing here. He's got bells on his feet. It's a really kind of happy card. But what this tells me is that Spirit is showing you that you have the option and breathing space to finally move forward with your plans and activities again, because you've been held back due to some life challenges lately, a lot of like upheavals and transformation. Okay, so you have access to a higher level of energy now, and this movement is going to help propel you to achieve your goals. Thank goodness. So the energies and the vibrations that you are putting into your goals are also going to be at a much faster rate. So that's good. And you can expect to be very busy. Things are going to move very quickly for you. So trust that you have the enthusiasm and the drive to take this time of action ahead on. Okay. Now, if you notice in his movement, Ganesha is expressing his emotion in a very physical way, and he's uniting his body with his spirit. So the energy of this card is, it calls a feeling of like assuredness, that your goals will arise, and that all distractions have been removed so that you can devote yourself to your tasks with complete concentration, determination, and will. Okay, so the experiences that you're setting up for yourself are going to be extremely productive. They're going to allow you to accomplish a lot in a really short period of time, which yay. And your guides, okay. All right. They're advising you that the project that you're working on may end quite quickly too. Like it's going to go fast. There's something new and more exhilarating and inspiring coming your way very soon too. So yeah, it's like they showed me a film and it was in fast forward. Okay. So it's not going to go at a normal speed. And there's nothing stopping you right now. That's because Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. So the obstacles have been removed. You go, girl. Okay. Capitalize on this energy. It's important to ensure that your activities are centered, so that you can meet those broader goals. You're investing in the right things at the right time. Okay. And make sure that before you move to the next task, that your previous task is complete because of the quickness of this transit. And this is also a very action-oriented time for you. So begin to engage in all of the opportunities that are just going to come flowing your way. Okay. Because the second card I got was joy. Okay, this is a really good card. Look how happy Ganesha is. This is going to bring forth a period of joy. You have been dealing with a lot lately, and this is going to be a nice respite for the kind of upheavals that you've been dealing with. It's going to balance you out a little bit and kind of get you out of this kind of stuck way of feeling and of being, because joy is a state of your heart and of your soul. So Spirit is acknowledging the stress and the exhaustion that you've been going through as you adapted to new patterns of behaviors that arose from releasing this old trauma. It was a recent trauma that you're still kind of holding on to. And you may not be very happy right now, but you can experience joy in knowing that in striving through that really difficult situation, that it brought you experiences that helped you learn very specific life lessons. Okay. You can be really honest with yourself after going through this. You can allow your feelings and your emotions to be more freely expressed, because it's like, what have I got to lose? You know, it just really freed you. Remember that as you move forward, if your heart is kind of wounded, this is just healing taking place. Okay. And give your space, your heart and your emotions the space for that. You're likely still grappling with some deeper feelings and some sentiments that may have been kind of repressed in you for a few lifetimes as well. I'm not just getting this lifetime, but it kind of like drudged up stuff that happened in past lives as well. This most recent upheaval. And make sure to share your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions with the people who really stuck around and helped you during the hardest times, because those people are there to help, and they can help you with like this really energetic movement that you'll be experiencing too. But overall joy will be the outcome of these projects, of these goals, and that your energy and your beautiful inner lights are shifting to reveal just your life's grand plan. And then the karma cards, I got Aries, which is basically everything I just described. Aries is we're in Aries season right now, Western wise. And so this is all about starting new things and just stepping into your power and letting your inner warrior get things done. Okay. And then I did pull a few self-care cards. I got watch a movie. I got an image of you watching a movie with your daughter. Okay. Just something that you can both sit down and have some snacks and hang out and just have a really good time together. Okay. And then I got for, the wounds that I kind of sensed that were kind of still there, like that anxiety, make a burning bowl. Write down, do a burning ritual. You see the woman in the card is writing down things. She do this safely, please. She's writing down things on little scraps of piece of paper. She has some crystals present. Tanys can help you with what crystals you can include in this ritual. And you write down the things that are causing you those anxieties, that are bringing up those old traumas, and burn them. Okay. Aries is a fire sign. It's all about letting things go so that you can move ahead without any distractions or obstructions. Okay. Because the universe is supporting that energy right now. And then I got, after you do the burning ceremony, clear your energy field with some sage. Okay. Sage your house. Make sure to keep a window open so the negative energies can leave. I made the mistake of keeping my window closed and they just got mad. So yeah, keep a window open, let them go. And so, but they're not like causing you any anxiety. Okay. So you're going to have the burning bowl. They told me this is good for you to do with your daughter. Okay. Have her write some anxieties and things that are really affecting her. Write them down on a piece of paper, and she can watch them burn too, because there's a real release that comes with that. Agni can really, Agni's the messenger of the gods. It means fire in Sanskrit, and he can help relay those messages and to the divine and help you release them. Okay, so that's going to really help you release, and this is going to purify your environment. I hope that was helpful. I know Tanys and Renata have a lot more. You're on mute, love.
That just popped up. Yeah, those burning ceremonies are awesome. They really are very cathartic. So I do recommend those. And you can make it into a ceremony too. Like, you don't have to just do the burning. Like, call in your guides, because really the two crystals I got for you were very much about your intuitive stuff. So I got tabular quartz. Okay. And this is, do people listen when you speak? Do you feel like you're not being heard? Know exactly what you wish to communicate? Use telepathy to convey your message through visualization and imagination. Send mental pictures as you speak, heart to heart, mind to mind. Okay. So that's about really connecting on that deeper level than really just the voice. Okay. And I think that you do that a lot anyways, because the other card I got was fluorite. And the message on this one, it didn't resonate. But for me, fluorite is very much about that intuitive, really building your intuitive stuff. And so that's the piece that came out for me in that one. So really tapping into your intuition. And that's why I say the fire ceremony, you can even call in your guides and really have a chat with your guides about what's next. Okay. Because you are going to be coming into your power. Michelle said something about that. And I'm like, again, you can't make this stuff up. So, coming into your power, and really soaking it in. Like, it is like, this one really resonates for you, like really soaking in that light as it comes in, because you're going to be embracing your future, right? You're stepping into the future with an open heart. And the next one I got was opening to love. So again, an open heart. So it's all about heart for you right now. And the next one I got was romance. So I don't know if you are already in one. If you are, it will be blossoming. You'll have like a reigniting of passion. If you are not, this could very well mean there's someone on the horizon for you. So stepping into that. And, there's a lot of water in this one as well. So really going with the flow on that. And because I feel like it's going to be pretty passionate. There's like flames coming out of his heart, right? So I feel like you're going to be doing some of that sort of real passionate stuff. And I also want you to know, they want you to know that your children on this earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So please don't worry. Okay? Because I think there's been a lot of angst around all of that. And you don't need to. Okay? Call in your guides, have a chat with them because you can. Right? So we can all tap into that intuition. So if you get a chance to do that, or you need to, know you just met someone, perfect. So yes, so just know that I feel pretty good about it. So I hope you do too. Okay. And yes, and tap into your intuition. If you need help with that, like reach out to one of us because, we all do that kind of stuff. I have a class on Thursday and I know Michelle works with that as well. And so does Renata. So any one of us can help you tap into that if you need to. Okay? Hope that's helpful.
Yay, those were wonderful readings. Thanks, ladies. And by the way, shout out to Regina. Hi, so good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Jennifer. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on for you. And congratulations on meeting someone. The first card I got for you is this Holy Grail card. And this is very much in line with what Michelle was talking about. So inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. So you're kind of going through this like powerful time right now. And this is reminding you to connect to your inner self because you have all the power that you need inside you already within you. And the other one, which reminds me of like one of those Ganesh cards, Sword of Light. It says divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So like Michelle was talking about, right now is a time for you to, and I feel like you have that energy anyway, and it's always available to you. You don't always choose to tap into it, but you can cut through a lot of the BS, okay? You can cut through lots of the stuff that you don't need. There's like been a surge of energy is what I'm getting. So right now you can get a lot done and you can get rid of the stuff that's not serving you. That's what the cord cutting is really about. However, at the same time, you're also being reminded to rest. Make sure you take the time to take good care of your body. All right. Rest, even if you can't fall asleep, it's good to just lie down and just let your body rest. Make sure you and your daughter both, I know you both have been through a lot. So you need to give yourself space and room to recover. Okay. Let's see here. I got this inner desires card. It says, set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. So again, some of what Michelle was talking about. Goals are within your grasp. Okay. So you are in a really terrific time right now where you are able to accomplish a lot. However, don't forget that this is all about finding balance. So don't just go jumping into accomplishing these goals while ignoring yourself and your own needs. It is very important that you stay connected to that. And that's what's going to keep you kind of setting yourself up for a long time versus just taking this short sprint and then running yourself into the ground. Okay. Your guides are like, please, please, please remind her this is not about just accomplishing goals. She's got to learn to take good care of herself as well. And also setting a good example for your daughter to do the same, because I feel like she has some of those same issues and has a hard time taking care of herself properly. Okay. I got the Starseed Elemental card for you, and I feel like you've got some really special energy, and you've got some interesting past lifetimes as well. And so right now you're also connecting to some of your past lifetimes and some of the higher beings out there. Also got this Mount Shasta. Michelle, what were you talking about, like the zipping around or whatever? Because that's when I drew this card, and I feel like it's that had to do with what you were talking about.
You see all the little energy points up there? I'm getting that there are going to be so many opportunities and projects coming her way. That's why I got the Ganesha card where it said, make sure to finish the last one before starting the next one, because it's just a lot of like
lots of things. Yeah. And that's when I drew this and I'm like, ooh, that's right in line with what you were saying. But so I think a lot of this has to do with, I again, finding that balance. Like, you have all the stuff available to you, you have the opportunities, and you have, I think you have a lot of skills that you don't always give yourself credit for, but you tend to push yourself through when your body's like trying to tell you, hey, I need a break. I need you to like slow down, and I need you to just take your time, because this is not a race. You're not like, trying to run in a race against everybody else. This is not about that. So please remind yourself, regularly if you can, and maybe establish like a ritual, like Tanys was talking about. A lot of this is about having kind of a ritual in place, and just learning how to and I'm having to do the same thing, like learn that, hey, I'm going to wind down by the such and such time, and I'm going to get this many hours of sleep, and I'm going to meditate when I get up in the morning, and maybe before you go to bed. So just like little things that add up to a lot. I'm going to cook myself a special meal on a Friday night, and I'm going to make it a regular thing. And I also drew for my my love deck for you, and I got this spiritual connection. Okay, so this is a very good connection. This guy that you just met. A relationship has connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So you possibly have had, several, I feel like several other lifetimes you were connected to him in. And I also got this spend quality time together. So this is perfect, because this is a perfect sort of vehicle for you to learn how to really take better care of yourself, is to spend more time with someone you just met, and it's an exciting time, and you can really kind of indulge in it, right? I just wanted to see if there was anything else for you. My last two cards that I got for you were these cards, and I think this is about the ritual. I got Sacred Temple, and I got Inner Healer. Okay, so this is kind of to tie up everything that we were telling you, and like especially what Tanys was saying, about establishing like a ritual for yourself and healing through basically that ritual, and taking better care of yourself, because I feel like that's like a big lesson for you in this lifetime. Okay, Jennifer, I hope that was helpful.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Jennifer. We always appreciate and love your energy. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have one person who said that they tipped, but it did not come through. It's Regina Schultz.
That's my
friend. So if you can tell us where you tipped, we can go ahead and answer your question. Jennifer says, thank you for always being so amazing. We love you, Jennifer. Lots of love to you and your daughter and your family. Yeah. Okay. So Miss Regina, love your name, by the way. If you can tell us where you sent your tip and provide your question, we can go ahead and answer that for you. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and close off, because we like to keep this to an hour, and we're already over time. So we'll give you a few minutes. I tipped at PayPal, Astrological Tarot. Okay, well, I did not get it. Let me check again. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I did not receive it. So if you send it to Astrological Tea, because sometimes that happens, that's someone else. That's happened a couple of times. I don't know why PayPal does that. It's literally an astronomer who's like from Australia going, where am I getting all these tips? So I did not receive it. Let's see if you can send me a screenshot at info@Astrological Tarot, or share that on Facebook. We might be able to confirm your purchase, but I'm not getting it as something on our end. Okay. All right.
Well, why don't we do a quick 3-card each?
Yeah.
For her,
okay.
Just to make
All right,
sure.
well, yeah, while you work on that, Regina, we will. I know you're working hard. We understand.
Let's go ahead and do something for her, and then we'll move forward.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Miss Regina. Let's see. And yeah, if you send that receipt to me, I can find out where it went and contact the person that got it, because I'm not getting it on my end. Okay. All right. So let's see. And what is your question, dear? So we can go ahead and ask that for you. If it's just general. Okay, we believe you, Regina. Go ahead and ask your question.
It's all good.
Okay. Ooh, I got a good card for you. I love it when I get good cards.
Regina, what's your question so we can all pull cards? We'll work out.
Yes, I'm just asking Spirit to tell me ahead of time. Oh, these are excellent cards. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, info@astrologicaltarot.com. You got it.
Pull what comes.
Just pull what comes. DJ Kukanada. Oh, God. Okay, we've... Okay, it's Regina. Ooh. Lots of self-care advice. Okay.
Okay, she says worried about finances and not sleeping well.
Well, I got some good cards for you, Regina. Oh, if you're worried about finances. I love it when I get cards like this. Okay, let me see if I can pull a few more for you.
And the sleep thing, everyone's having sleep things right now, Regina.
That's an energy thing that you were talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the big energy shift that's happening.
Okay.
Oof, I got lots of guides around me again.
The first card I got for you from the Whispers of Ganesha is Prosperity. Prosperity is a really good card. The last time I got this card, we had to go over 2 hours because of all of the tips we got for the show. Okay. So yeah, prosperity. Okay. And so basically what your guides are telling you is that like Ganesha here is red, and that represents the Muladhara chakra. That's our root chakra, because we need money to eat. We need money to keep a roof over our head. And that's getting harder and harder as we move further and further into what's called the Kali Yuga, or the darkening age. So in this card, though, he's surrounded by bounty. He's got like a pomegranate, and he has a pineapple and a coconut and some rice balls and treasures. And, you know, he's sitting on a red throne. So this tells me that your Muladhara chakra is going to flow freely. That's the things that you need, the food that you need for your body, the roof you need over your head. And this is going to bring positivity in the material aspects of your life. It's going to improve your confidence, and it's going to increase your sense of self-worth. So you got prosperity coming. That's the good news. He's also holding a plant here, and it's called Tulsi. And it's considered the mother medicine of nature in Ayurveda. And it's been revered since ancient times as an herb that can kind of promote healthy mind, body, and spirit. It actually means incomparable one. So that might be something to just kind of look into. But basically, Spirit is asking you to work on integrating and accepting spiritual truth so that you can create and manifest your own reality, because you are being offered prosperity at this time. You are responsible for creating and generating all of your success right now, and it's your divine right to do so. So I said, where's it going to come from? And I got the 10th house, your job. Okay. So abundance is more than just a job. That's one thing that you need to realize, or having money. It's an attitude. It's living life with appreciation and gratitude for all the blessings that are bestowed on your life. But if you're working in a job right now, and it's not producing a lot of money, I either see a raise coming, or you're going to shift to something that's a little bit more, okay, I see you. Okay. You're going to shift to something that's just a little bit more prosperous. Okay. And it can bring you, yes, Rosie's participating. You can hold the cards. Something that I suggest you maybe start doing is a prosperity journal. That can really help you. Call on Spirit to work with you on this journal. Okay. And imagine what a perfect day is going to look like for you, and describe it in detail in your journal, and start manifesting that day and what it looks like. Involve all of your senses when writing the journal, and try to see it, try to feel it, try to taste it, touch it, like really open up all of the senses, open up your mind, open up your heart to this activity. And that'll help bring it to fruition, because I'm getting she has strong manifestation abilities right now. This is an abundance card. Okay. So Spirit is reminding you that you have everything you need now, and it's time to claim your abundance. So awesome. And so I got a lot of, I went to my other decks and they were like, no, but my self-care oracle went, yes. Okay. So the main card, you can hold it, Rosie, I got for you is make an altar. Okay. This is really going to help you with your manifestations. Okay. And it's also going to help you choose some guides that can kind of help you with your, abundance planning. Okay. I have Ganesha on my altar. And if there's like a big block going on in my life, I'm like, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and I focus on him and I ask him to remove the block. Okay. It could be angels. It could be ancestors. It can be anything that helps you on your own unique spiritual direction. Okay. In life. So make an altar. This can really help you. And then I got nourish your temple. Really be careful about the things that you put in your body during this time. Okay, choose really healthy, good, organic foods. I'm also getting drink a little bit more water throughout your day. Okay, if you're getting headaches, drink a little bit more water, but focus on using this coming of abundance to get some healthier foods into your diet. Okay, and then I said you might need some energy work. Okay, Tanys does this. She's a Reiki healer. This can help you align your chakras in a way to where your Muladhara, which is about to explode, is going to feed into all of these other chakras and keep you in alignment, body, soul, and spirit. So it's not just material, it transfers into the more spiritual aspects of your being. Okay, so those are the main energies that I'm getting for you. I know Tanys has a lot more, and so does Renata. So I'm going to let these ladies go.
Awesome. And your altar there, I was getting Lakshmi as well.
I have Lakshmi on mine. Yes.
For your altar. Yeah. She's really great for helping with abundance. So I would recommend bringing her in, whether you're calling her in or having her on your altar or something like that will help you.
And can I do a mantra real quick, Tanys?
Yeah, please.
Oh, it's Om Jai Shri Lakshmaye Namaha. And you can do that 108 times on a mala, and that will invoke her blessings. Okay.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I actually got a card about a loved one. I bring you a message from a deceased loved one. I am happy and at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So I don't know if you've lost someone lately, but if you do, I feel like it was somebody that you may have not had the best... not the best relationship when they were here, because what they're saying is, I have a new understanding. So I feel like they maybe were a little bit, I'm getting crotchety or grumpy. And so, yeah. So I feel like this, they're saying that they have a better understanding now. Oh, awesome. So this is a friend or a relative. I just feel like they weren't quite, you didn't see eye to eye, whoever that was. Okay. So they were a little bit grumpy, but they see things totally different right now. So I'm really feeling like he's saying that because he's like, sorry, we didn't quite see things that way. So yeah. Okay. Okay. She was in pain. Short with you. Yes. Okay. So that makes sense. She's, whatever it was that she was short with you on, she's apologizing. Okay. Because it was what was going on. All right. A couple of crystals for you. Black tourmaline. So the cards, all of them really are really about you stepping into your intuitive nature, because you are intuitive. And I feel like you're just starting this journey a little bit. And I feel like you're also an empath. And so I really would encourage you to use a black tourmaline. Okay. And that's going to help you ground the energy a little bit more. And then selenite was the other one I got. And that's really about transmuting energy. Okay. So both of those are great for empaths. It's also going to help you ground some of the sort of anxious stuff that you're getting about that's keeping you from sleeping. Those two are great for that as well. So it's a great combo. And selenite is also going to help you to receive from angels. Okay. The next one was listening with your heart. So they're both about angelic communication. So I really feel like if you were to quiet yourself and be open to it, that you would be able to tap into that intuition. Now, intuition is great because it gives you that, that sort of like, the reason we like to tap into the guides, they have perfect knowledge, but they don't have the perfect ability to do anything. We have the perfect ability to do stuff, but we don't have perfect knowledge. So when you marry the perfect knowledge with the perfect ability to do stuff, it really is a beautiful synergy. Okay. So I encourage you to sort of quiet the mind a little bit and do some of those mantras as well, because that will help them to come in and be able to communicate with you. And the altar also helps, right? So an altar should have 4 elements on it, right? Plus whatever else you are really drawn to. So it should have an aspect of fire. People use candles usually, air. So that could be incense or a feather, earth. So you could use crystals. You could even put the 2 crystals that I just recommended on there, the selenite and the black tourmaline. And what am I missing? Water. So even just a glass of water, or having a little bowl with a little bit of water in it. Okay. Those are really going to help you to have a more physical experience with them, because they can actually anchor in more of a physical experience when they have all 4 elements on your altar. Okay. So just as a little thing. And they're encouraging you to stand tall, stand firm. Okay. Because it's okay. What you're going through is okay. All right. You're in a transition period, because the next one I had was, yes, the timing is right for a new venture. A happy outcome fulfills your positive expectations. So I think I saw somewhere that you aren't working. I think that's going to change, and it will be something that you enjoy. Okay. You're really going to like it. And they're letting you know that you deserve the best. So reach for the stars with your desires and your dreams, and don't compromise. All right. So it's going to look up. So I would say that that really complements Michelle's reading. And I feel like these new opportunities that are coming your way are going to be those abundant ones. And the way you're going to find those is tapping into that intuition and talking to the guides. All right. And don't forget about these 2, selenite and black tourmaline. Okay. Awesome ones for you right now. That's going to help you with the empath thing, so you don't absorb everybody's energy. All right. Hope that's helpful. Thanks.
Hi, Regina. Well, thank you for being here. It's so good to see you. I haven't spoken to you in forever. It was just kind of fun to listen to what these 2 ladies came up with, not really knowing anything about you. You know, and by the way, Tanys, the water that you're talking about, I was getting a vision of charging it with a specific energy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you could do moon water.
Or like some kind of a mantra she could say over it, so that it has like the right energy, like a healing energy to it.
Yeah, I mean, she can make it into, she can get holy water and use holy water.
But like I'm saying specifically a mantra that she says over it, that attunes it to. So I don't know if you guys have, Michelle or Tanys, like if you have any idea of what she might be able to use for that, but that's what I'm getting. So I was just having a vision while you were talking.
Yeah, I mean, I have a mantra for the holy water. I do make holy water, but that's not something that you usually give out. That's that high priestess thing in me. But even if you put love into it, right? Yes. Water is super programmable. So if you actually take your bowl of water and you write what you want to manifest and put it underneath the bowl of water, that bowl of water will take on the energy of what you want to manifest.
Well, that's wonderful, because
I would
Regina's full of love.
or money, if that's what's really the stressor, right? Or put love, money, and peace.
Yeah.
All 3, and put it under a clear glass bowl with water.
What I do is I have a card of Lakshmi, and I find money that I find in the card, and then I also put my paycheck stubs in there. Awesome. So yeah, so that's another thing that I do. And then I have a little dish of coins. Like if I find coins, I give them all to Lakshmi. So that's another thing.
That could be part of the altar that you were talking about. If she could actually charge it on the altar too. She's on my altar. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that to me, that feels like the right thing. Regina, I mean, we haven't spoken in a while, but what I'm getting coming through intuitively is that you've been, I mean, I think even before when we did used to speak regularly, you've gone through a lot of ups and downs. So I'm getting that there's been more of that. And I know that there have been times, like you guys, Regina has done so much inner work. We actually met when we were following a particular speaker who, we did a lot of work together, and like we would join these weekly live calls. And so and we actually did some intense work together as well. So she's done a lot of inner work and she's done a lot of healing. But yeah, I drew a bunch of cards. So I'm just going to try to run through these. Okay, I got the Stellar Gateway activation for you. Infinite Potential, Manifestation Vortex. This is a wonderful, wonderful card. Now, I think you know that you're a powerful manifester. You already know that. But this is a very positive card. Infinite Potential. You can basically make anything you want happen. And I know it doesn't always feel like it, and I know that you've been through some really rough times, but that is in fact the case. I also got this ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. This is a big one for you, Regina. You've had a really tough lifetime in this, this time around, but you've also had some very, very tough lifetimes in the past. And so this is a lot, and I think you know this, it's about healing and about like some deep, deep trauma that's being healed. And that you're doing work on. And I love this. And by the way, again, this ties in with what the ladies were talking about. Look at this beautiful card. I don't know if you can see, but kind of trying to angle it so that you can really see the card. Karmic board clearing. Okay, this is perfect. Energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. And you're all about that, Regina. I mean, you've been on this journey, so this is perfect. This is exactly like right up your alley. Oh, I got the Angel Gate. So this speaks to some of the intuitive stuff that Tanys was talking about. Cleansing, protecting, blessing, and the altar will help you with that, with those things. And guess what? I got the Seer card for you, and I get this when I have someone that I read for who's got some really major intuitive gifts. Okay, so yes, you are very much empathic. And yes, I think you know that you have some gifts and perhaps you've been a little afraid to step into them, but they are absolutely legit. Okay, this one might make you cry, but you're being reminded by your guides, safety, you are held, you are safe. This is a big one for you. This hits me hard like a brick. Right in the pit of my stomach.
Okay. Hun, why did it freak you out?
Because she's afraid of her own power. And she is very powerful.
We need to talk.
Yeah.
Or you need to talk to Renata some more.
No, absolutely. I recommend you talk to Tanys for sure. Yes, the animals are very big for you too. She's a huge like pup lover, and Regina, didn't one of your pups pass not long ago? I don't know. I haven't really been on Facebook, but I thought I maybe saw something about that a while back. But the safety portion is very, very important because I think that your adrenals have been run into the ground many, many times. Okay. And you're very stressed out a lot of the time, and you need to remind yourself that you are safe no matter what happens. Okay. Please remind yourself of that, like before you go to sleep every night. And maybe you can even do the tubing that Tanys likes to recommend. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your corgis, I don't know if you have, you had 2 before, right? Are they both gone? Yeah. That's not a good situation for you, living with your elderly parents. And you've got a very strong animal connection. And I actually did, let me see here. I got the Beyond the Mind, right? So this is not about figuring out in your mind. This is definitely about feeling it. Okay, you have 1 corgi left. I definitely feel the other one around, and everything's great. They're happy, healthy, and just kind of yapping and at your heels, and just very happy that they got to spend their time with you. And yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally get that your parents are like old school and you're very black sheep. I'm very black sheep as well.
That's the empath thing.
Yep. So Beyond the Mind, and I also got Realm Bridger. That's one of your specialties. Is that surprisingly? Because I remember we butted heads initially. So that's not how it always was. But you are a realm bridger. That's one of your gifts.
Yeah.
But you have to dig deep to get past some of the blocks that you've had, kind of getting in the way of you being able to do that. Hey, guess what? I got this card for you. Furred and feathered friends. So I'm being told that you need to connect to more animals. You need to step more into a role where you'll be, and it doesn't have to be an official role. It could be a job, but you need to like actually go out. I don't care if it's like a pet cafe or something, or you're babysitting you're watching someone's dogs, or you're walking them or whatever, but you need to have more animals around you. This is going to be instrumental for you in kind of returning your health back to where it needs to be. Okay? Yeah, you're usually the one donating, volunteering. This time you're the one needing help. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm glad that you're asking for it. Let me see here. Because I asked for some advice on what you...
Look at that, Renata. She wants to start a pet business.
Ah, terrific. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I think that feels right. And we have one other person who comes on the show, and we always draw like the animal cards, and I'm feeling that very, very strongly for you. Gig work, okay, ready to start. Yeah, I think that would be a really good idea. I'm just, these are just like a few extras, but support is all around you. Oh, I like this one for you too that I drew. Desert passage, but trust there is a divine plan. Okay, you're right where you need to be. I know we used to talk about this a lot, but you are right where you need to be. Yeah. Animal work is great. I'm also getting cleansing waters, and this is an important one. Maybe you need to take a little trip somewhere and just have like a cleansing swim or bath or something. But I'm getting that you need to cleanse yourself, okay, of some of this energy. And you need a break. You need to get out of that environment. Take a weekend trip or something if you can. All right. I know we're running way late, but I just want to see what else. My last deck that I drew for you. Keeping it in check. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. So slow down. Take a deep breath. Okay. It says life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call, and I know you're already doing that right now. And
feels like it's your tribe, Regina, that you're going to start reaching out to your tribe.
Yeah. And I think that she's kind of redefining her tribe, what I'm picking up on anyway, intuitively, because I think that both of us were in this particular community, and then we moved away from that community. And there's been a lot of sort of like weirdness and betrayal within the community too. And so I think like we both have had to redefine what that community is for each of us. And we've had to like move out of that. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, are you okay?
Oh yeah. I've just got a lot of company.
You do. You have so many, and now they're like in front and on your sides too.
Yep, I'm freezing.
But anyway, and finally, Regina, this is like the best card. Shared inspiration. It says, throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. And look, there's dolphins. So again, there is the animal work. There's your business venture being confirmed for you. I hope this helps you. Please let me know if there's any other way that I can help support you. Thank you so much for being here. Great to talk to you. Great to see you. And I hope that was helpful.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Regina. And yes, go ahead and email me, and I can get you the mantra for Lakshmi, and we can figure out the tipping thing. Okay. All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. We went a little bit over just because we wanted to get those questions answered. But we appreciate your energy and your questions. And if we didn't get to you, know that we meet here every single Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so make sure to join us then. My name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot, and I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer as well as a tarot reader. Thank you for joining us today.
And I am Tanys Coughlan, owner and operator of Twillow Lifestyle Community and Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And we have some teachers on tonight. So hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, so really glad to have spent some time with you all and sending you all lots of love and light.
Oh. And I'm Renata, Readings by Renata. You can reach me at readings@renata.net if you want to connect with me. A psychic medium, medical intuitive, a bunch of other things. So glad to have spent this time with you guys. We look forward to it every week. Thank you so much.
Okay, everyone, have a beautiful week. And thank you for all of the Twillow Academy teachers for showing up. We love you.
Awesome. Love you guys.
Lots of love. Bye.